probably the most debated topic on all of the internet ever is how you pronounce this word. Many people pronounce it GIF with a hard G, while others GIF with a soft G. Well, I'm here to settle it once and for all with some fairly comprehensive arguments for why it is in fact GIF. Don't leave this video yet, you haven't even heard what I have to say. Who knows? You might still disagree if you really are right, or if you already say GIF, then you might get something useful out of this for future debates. So let's get into things. One of the lesser used, but still present, arguments is that the rules of English dictate whenever there's a G immediately followed by an I, it's a soft G. Examples used often include gin, magic, margin, engine, and origin, but that simply doesn't work. Sorry. The most commonly used example on that list is gin, but there are a few major problems with using that to say GIF has a soft G. Because origin is on that list as well, why don't we start with that? I mean, look at the origin of gin. Gin, if you didn't know, doesn't actually come from English. It's Dutch. That's right, gin isn't even an English word, and we are talking about the English language. But that's not the end of why gin doesn't apply. Here's a good bit from a website called howtoreallypronouncegif.com. Gin is not a good counterexample because it's a drink derived from juniper berries, so its name is from the Dutch Genever for juniper. Again, gin is a Dutch word derived from another Dutch word that starts not even with a soft G, but straight up begins with a J. As for the others, we are talking about a word beginning with a G, not with one at the end. And yes, I realize GIF technically ends with a GI consonant, but that's only because it's a three-letter word. That's not all, though. The many examples of one-syllable words starting with a hard G, including GI words, outweigh the examples of the opposite in both quantity and quality. Here's a list of some of the ones I've found. Girl, gift, give, gig, gill, get, girth, gibs, gimp, gird, gab, gad, gag, gal, gam, gap, gas, gay, get, go, goal, gob, god, gone, gore, got, guide, guild, guilt, goal, gulp, gum, gun, gust, gut, and guy. And no, none of them are Dutch. This is one of the many examples of exceptions in the English language, another one being the I before E except after C rule so many of us know by heart at this point. Agreeing, albeit, ancient, being, leisure, heist, air, efficiency, efficient, eight, either, height, veil, vein, way, weight, there, slay, slight, sovereign, surveillance, and seismic are only some of the words violating the rule, making it a perfect example of why straightforward spelling and pronunciation rules in English are not set in stone. Instead, the most reliable way to find the pronunciation of a word is to look at the words like it, such as gift, girl, and give. Let's move on to what is by far the Giffer's favorite thing to say. Oh, but the inventor says it's pronounced GIF. And yes, I realize that. The problem is, though, that we're talking about an acronym, not an independent word. You see, Steve Wilhouse didn't invent the GIF. He invented the graphics interchange format. GIF is simply a faster and easier way of saying it. So really the correct way of saying it is GIF, not GIF or GIF. But in this case, what we're doing is we're making it like a word, something we can pronounce according to its language, which, as I've already covered, dictates it to be pronounced GIF rather than the peanut butter brand. At the end of the day, if we're going to call it anything besides the graphics interchange format, or GIF, this is why it's GIF like God, not GIF like, well, GIF.